Murphy beat Williams on the way to winning the Gibraltar Open last season, but Williams avenged that defeat on his way to the final of the China Open a few weeks later. Stephen Hendry is alongside Phil Yates in the commentary box, and out in the middle to get proceedings underway, our MC, John McDonald.
Hello and a very warm welcome. You've joined us live from the venue Cymru here in Llandudno. Welcome along to the semi-final stages of the Ladbrokes Players Championship. It's brought to you by World Snooker. We are live on ITV Sport as we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. Well, our referee, Robert Zlabowski, is ready to go. It's time now to meet our players. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome a winner of the Elite Triple Crown, the 2005 Champion of the World, the Magician, Shaun Murphy! Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet a Welsh legend. With 20 ranking events, he is the former two-time champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prince and Pride of Wales, Mark Williams!
What a reception that was, and fully justified. Mark Williams is playing some of the snooker of his life. He's up against, this evening, the man they call the Magician.
Thank you. The first frame, Mark Williams to break.
But I'll tell you what, Williams has got plenty of tricks up his sleeve as well. One to savour.
Way to start. Fluke, obviously. Every player's playing to get the cue ball tight in that bolt cushion. But Mark Williams must just be absolutely loving life at the moment. As we mentioned in the studio last year, thinking about quitting the game now. One of the favourites for every event we're playing in now.
Foul and miss, Mark Williams 4.
The referee is from Poland, Robert Zablocki. And without any shadow of doubt, the most important match that he's ever taken charge of.
Okay. Foul and miss, Mark Williams 4.
Cue ball put back. Shaun Murphy, as I said, known as the Magician. I think at times this week, with all of his back and neck ailments, he must have felt as though he'd been sawn in half. But a half-fit Murphy has beaten Kyron Wilson and Anthony McGill, so do not underestimate him.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's come through, especially that 6-5 in the second round, proves that he's fit enough to play to a very high standard. in terms of long potting and scoring. It's very difficult to separate these two. If anything, if frames go scrappy, you would have to favour Williams to win the majority of those frames. Very clever. Big pressure on Williams tonight. Playing this event, getting to a major final in Wales. Expectation from the crowd and on himself. That's obviously comes part and parcel with playing well and competing in tournaments regularly at the business end. Your expectation levels increase dramatically.
Murphy special with position attached. The first 2 meetings between these two actually occurred on Welsh soil in the Welsh Open 2006-2008. Murphy won both matches 5-2, making a total of 3 centuries.
Now he may choose to go in the red to the right of the pink. He may choose to go into that red at pace. Pink and black out of commission. Okay, there was only one red to
13.
play for really, and he's on it nicely enough. He's got just an awkward angle. This needs to be struck very well to get back for the blue. And it was struck beautifully. Okay, he's lost position, but excellent cueing.
14.
I'm a bit surprised he didn't go into the reds from that previous blue. You can see, not straightforward to get nicely in a red, and in a way to carry on the break. Going into that red beside the pink from that blue would have certainly brought the pink into play.
Brown ball.
Well, he's chosen to go into the reds from that brown, which was, you know, I'm sure
18.
you could see a far more difficult way of doing it than from that perfect angle he had in the blue previously.
$19. $24.
No, the red to right middle. Does he have an angle just to nudge the red away from the pink? Leave the pink to left corner. No, he does. And now this is
25.
a very good chance to win the opening frame.
And if he can win it in a single visit, it's the ideal way to stamp your authority. Knocking a red from distance, do the rest from there.
$31. 32. $38. $39.
In spite of having to pull out of the last couple of events, as we've talked about, it's been a really solid season for Shaun Murphy. By reaching this semi-final, he's taken his total prize money for the campaign over 400,000.
$45.
Well, he's okay. He's got a choice of 2 reds, but none of them are ones that he played for.
$46.
He looks to have a decent angle in this red, just to chip the red away. That's to the left of the black. Leave the black to the same pocket. Very impressive start this from Shaun Murphy.
60.
Looks very focused around the table. Just cues the ball
61.
so well. One of those players that he cues the ball so well that it's quite intimidating when you're sat in your chair watching this.
Williams powerless as Murphy takes on frame ball.
Yeah, Mark looked really intimidated there, didn't he, in that last shot?
That, Stephen, has been the great joy of this tournament.
75.
Every single match has been quality through and through.
76.
Well, as you would expect from the calibre of player that you have here. It's their job is to come to events like this and play top snooker.
82.
Fantastic lineup, especially the semi-final lineup. It's incredible.
Yes, normally at this stage we'd start talking about, well, one of them could qualify for the Champion of Champions come November, but that's not an issue now because all 3 players left in the event are already well and truly qualified. So one
91.
less morsel of pressure to deal with.
$98. $99.
Brilliant start from Shaun Murphy. Started this break off with a trademark long shot, long red to right corner.
106.
It wasn't easy to start this break the way the reds were situated, but
108.
once he cannoned that red away from the pink, it's been inevitable.
111. 115. 120. 126. 130.
Clean, efficient and flawless. For his very first trick, the magician pulls a rabbit from the hat. What a way to take a